Hey yo, what it do? It's the kid Blizz, man. Shout out Rap Drive.
All right, I'm ready for the interview now?
Yeah.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Rick Taylor back with another episode of the Rap Draft. And I got my homie Blizz here with me, man. What's going on?
Man, cooling, man. Just staying above water, man. You know, after the pandemic and everything, I just had to put everything on hold and kind of get back to the drawing board with everything, you know what I'm saying? Just really getting ready to go crazy. That's what we on right now.
Right. Yeah, pretty much, man, here on the Rap Draft, we like to interview artists of all kinds, like, you know, just to see what's been going on, whether you're a rapper, producer, singer, or any art you do, just a platform for you. And we pretty much just like to let the fans know more about you and let them know what's been up with you and what you've been had going on and stuff. So with that being said, my first question for you is, where was you born and raised?
I was born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, man. 2900 block Locust. I went to Sherman, multicultural arts for elementary and shit.
Yeah. Now, where did you grow up in Milwaukee, like?
Yeah, mostly, when I, like, if we talking like young, I was like, I would say like 39th and Locust in the Sherman Park area. And then it transitioned from there to like the Green Tree, like 43rd. It was like 43rd and like Green Tree area. That's where I kind of like learned a bunch of like what I know. Like it looked at first when we first moved over there, it looked like some nice shit because we was coming from Locust, but that shit was more hood than Locust. So I was learning. It was like another little apartment down Green Tree that was kind of like Cabrini Green down there. They used to come and fuck with us up there.
Right.
So we was meshing. It was hood as a bitch, but like it was cool. It was like a nice little community. We ain't let no outsiders fuck with us, or you know what I'm saying. We had our little beefs in between, but it was cool. It was like a nice little area.
Right. Now, growing up in that environment, just like you said, it was like a family and like y'all embraced like outsiders like that. What was your childhood like growing up?
Man, real family oriented, cause my cousins, I had cousins that stayed in the townhouse complex that we lived in, so it was like, shit, most of my cousins, you know, kind of used to beat up everybody, so they'd be like, everybody would fuck with us, you know what I'm saying, and we kind of like did our thing, you know, it was other families and stuff over there too, but like, for the most part, we was the most deep over there, so it was like, that was like kind of our shit, but not even like that. We weren't trying to run it like that. I was the more cool one, chill one. My other cousin was a hothead, so he'd be on everybody's ass, you know what I'm saying? Didn't nobody fuck with me because of them, you know what I'm saying? So I really didn't even have to do shit. I did when it was time to, but it was like shit, I just kind of like rolled. It was our little kingdom, you know what I'm saying? So
you know, I had cousins like that too. I think we all have like, you know, like that little circle. They got some people like, you know, you got that protector, you got that hothead, you got that cool guy. Cause I've always been a cool dude myself. So and I had my cousin them like terrorizing shit. So, you know, and you always gave me that, you know, that vibe of a cool dude, like always been in your lane, doing what you want to do, and like no matter what nobody think, like it was just different. Like you know what I'm saying? You could tell you got like some different like backpack, east side type shit, but you got some hood shit in you too. So you don't get it twisted.
Man,
and yeah, for sure. And with that being said, like for the people who want to know, who is Blizz?
Man, I'm just first of all the coldest rapper ever. That's why they, you know. That's why they, you know what I mean. That's why they call me Blizz. But really just like, cause I'm cool, man. You know, I'm really good at like, I don't know, like overall, I like diffusing situations. You know, Milwaukee, like it ain't the hottest place on earth, but it get hot. Like people be hot tempered and stuff. So like, I'm kind of like the peer mediator, man. I'm like if it get too hot, I'm gonna turn it to a blizzard. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cool the whole shit off for everybody, so motherfuckers can have a good time. Cause that's really all I would be wanting. I'd be noticing people really want to just have a good time, but it's not going somebody's way or whatever. Somebody might not feel a certain way. So I'm just like that cool dude that's in the, you know, I don't ride the fence, but it's more so like, I'm like, if y'all niggas need to fight, go ahead and fight, bro, but let's kick it. Let's do some shit after. Don't make this shit make you want to kill that nigga afterwards. Or some shit like that, because a lot of this shit ain't really about that. I'm really just all for like self, like, you know, building, you know, yourself and being a leader, for being a representation of that for the next man, so he can be like, you know, how'd you get there? How you stay so balanced? How you stay so cool? We've been through the same shit. What made me go this way? How did you stay, you know what I'm saying, the flow? So I just want to be a proper representation of just being a balanced, you know, peaceful black man. Like overall, that's how I feel. Educated, intellectual, but still, I like the hood. I like the north side. Like I didn't move to Phoenix and shit, and certain parts I'll be in that motherfucker. I'll be looking for the hood because it's like I'm so used to this shit. Like I'm so used to Milwaukee. I'm used to my family, and like if everything feel fake if I don't see that. Like if I don't meet somebody who, you know what I mean?
You gotta
like
have that feel,
yeah. So I don't know. So it's like I'm kind of like I be needing a duality of both. Like I be need my smart kind of corny shit to some niggas, whatever, but then I need the street shit too. Like, niggas be doing used to do other drugs and shit with my cousins, and, you know, just overall just vibing out with them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't have no limits, but I'm limited. It's weird. Like I'm like,
I get that.
You know what I mean?
Now we gonna get to Phoenix. Now, like I said, I met you a while back. Like it was like 2010s when I met you. Like I've been heard of the music and stuff like that. Then when I seen you, because we used to both hoop at LA Fitness and shit. So back then, like when you was still doing music, and like you caught my attention with the music, and it was a point in time when like you and Pizzle, Sherrod Sloans now, shout out Pizzle and Sherrod Sloans.
Shout out to
y'all was like the face of like Milwaukee music when it came to the bars and like just artistry period. Like y'all was dropping content, like y'all was consistent. A lot of people was fucking with y'all music. Like what inspired you to even get into music in the first place?
Man, I ain't gonna even lie. It was what grade? We was in 6th grade at Samuel Clemens. I liked music. My cousin Danny, I take that back, I'm gonna go back a step further. My cousin Danny used to always freestyle. He used to try to get me to do it. And I'd be like, scared as a bitch. Like, nah, I could think of something, but I'm gonna be whack, you cold, you know what I'm saying? But then I got to 6th grade, our teacher made us come do this program, like this project. It's basically like the biggest project you basically gotta do to graduate or something.
Right.
So we basically had to form a business and show how we was gonna make money. And me and my guy Davon, we was like, we gonna be rappers. And I was like, dang, we can't be rappers, bro. We gotta figure out like the ins and outs. So I was like, I watched all these documentaries, bro. We gonna have to get a demo. We gonna shop the demo. We gonna have to get we gonna have to learn about the record deal. This all in 6th grade. So I was like, we gotta put all this on paper so the teacher really mess with us and let us actually record a song and perform it or something in front of the class. So we literally we had like 3 weeks or something. We just was every day he'd come to my crib. I had this fucking keyboard my mom had got me. It was a Korg. It had like drum loops in it, and like you could play the piano too. But I just put the loops together in a weird way, and I didn't even know that's like a form of making beats type shit. So I just like looped these certain loops together. We had the little boom box in the room and shit. We get the tape, press record, play that shit just out loud, and dog would be rapping, and I'd be like helping him out with like hooks and stuff. I wasn't like rapping yet. I was like kind of scared, but like he made me. He was like, "No, you finna write a verse."
Right.
So that was like the first actual like rap I wrote, and then we played it for the class, and like they liked it. So after that, I convinced moms to buy. 8th grade, I convinced my cousin Prentice. My bad, P. He gonna be mad at me. But my cousin Trilla, my big cousin, that was the nigga that I really started this shit with. He begged my mom to buy a computer, and we locked in for an entire. It took us a whole summer, but we recorded our first song and shit. So yeah, that was like that was actually my second song, but it was like our first official, like me actually like we gonna record this. That was like 8th grade with my cousin Trilla.
That's dope. Like hearing your style, like your flow and stuff like that. You know, at that time, everybody was so big into like the club hits and doing what was popping and shit like that. But you really stuck to your artistry with your pen game and your flow. Like, is there any artist that inspires you to like be the type of artist that you is?
Man, initially it was Jay-Z, cause like my mom. I'm a liar. My mom and them put me on like Pac and Bone, Thugs and Harmony early, and Snoop Dogg. That was the only 3 artists I was listening to: Bone, Thugs and Harmony, Pac, and Snoop Dogg. I didn't necessarily listen to them for their lyricism. I didn't know what none of that shit was. I just fucked with all right, this is different. I like how Fast Bone was rapping and then they sing on it or something. And then Pac was just like, I felt him. Snoop was just cool. I smell weed and then, oh, that's what he talking about. Like before I smoked it or whatever. But then I got, like, when I wanted to be a rapper, it was when I heard like H to the Izzo, and then I had to go do my homework on Hov. And I was like, yo, this nigga nuts. Like, he actually, like, I'm smart enough to get what a metaphor is and these double entendres he doing. Right. So then once I got into Jay, that led to Lupe. And after Lupe, I kind of stopped following niggas. Like, after I was like, okay, I could write something. I get how Lupe is formulating these songs. Right. And I can do a similar thing. I was done.
Right. Like, you know, kind of I really mess with Lupe too. Like, that's the vibe you gave me. Like, not saying that you bit his style or nothing like that. Yeah. You gave me that Lupe vibe.
I definitely took verses and it tried to reiterate the motherfuckers to a similar beat before. Like that nigga,
I already know. Like, 'cause when you flow, I'm like, he remind me of Lupe. Man. Like, just like how cool he rap, how, like, you know, he used like his brain, like he what you write your pen, how like you could tell you got like some knowledge about yourself and like you really take this shit serious, and like your pen game was crazy and the way your flow and delivery was, your style, and I fuck with that style. And I think that time, bro, like it was really like original. Like here, like you really set a bar and just set like a wave, like let people like. You know, it's cool to be like this too, you know what I'm saying? You can be what you want to be instead of trying to adapt to what everybody else is doing.
Definitely.
And I started, like, you was like really one of the first artists here that I've seen, me personally, that was really shooting like good quality videos, bro.
Man,
like,
I appreciate that for real, dog. Cause like I be like, I just gave it up, cause I was like, when I first started doing it, I'm like, man, I'm like one of the only ones, I'm the only nigga shooting my own music video and doing all this shit. And when nobody giving me no credit for it, so I was just like, I don't even, forget the reward. I'ma still, do it and stuff. But it's dope that, you know what I'm saying, that you acknowledge that, because that shit, like, takes some work. I'm sure, as you can see with your,
But like, you know what I'm saying, for you to be doing your own videos, I think I knew that at the time, like, that's dope, you know what I'm saying? Man. And you was doing it with your team, which brings me to my next question, SAFS crew, like, what is the, the origins of SAFS crew? Like where did it come from and who's all a part of it?
Man, the origins came from me when I liked Wu-Tang and stuff like that, like group efforts on stuff. So like, I think it was a group called the House of M here. I met like Dana Kappa and High Solo. Those were my favorite, and Gambit too. Those are like my favorite dudes. Like I met them and like I just started thinking like, damn, like it would be dope for me to do this individually, but it's kind of hard that way. Like if I had a crew of like just the dopest rappers, like I was meeting them left and right, I was like, damn, these dudes is dope. Instead of them being competition, what if there's my homies? No. So I'm just like, shit, I just started fucking with them and we just started putting together events. I literally, initially I just like started really just hearing like classic, great, Deucalion, RT, those were like indirect, those were like the initial guys that I would hear them and I'd be like, yo, I really wanna, it's past some competition rap shit, like I really have a vision with these guys, like I'm starting to see, they already mess with each other, some of them already went to school together, I'm like, I'm the only one that's not in the mix like that, so I just started like developing relationships with them guys and just seeing, playing with their heads and stuff and just seeing what they wanted to do, and we was like, let's do a show, or like let's do more songs together to kind of like bridge things. And I don't know, things just kind of started like happening for us. Like people started getting offered Summerfest and all this stuff, and I started noticing like we all were our own individuals, but like the energy that the people, like we was pulling on the people, like it was nice. Like I'd be out and like people would be thanking me like, man, bro, y'all saving me from like doing other shit in high school. Like now I feel like I can do some cool stuff and not be looked at as, corny and all this stuff. I can go skateboard, I can wear the bright colors, I can wear skinny jeans. Right. And now this is just something that's the norm. Like the hoodest nigga got on,
got on
a rainbow Gucci hoodie.
That's crazy, man. Shout out Deucalion, man. I met Deucalion like 2010 or something like that when I was doing music. He showed me a lot of love, bro. Like You know, we had made a song together, Punchline Infinity, you know, stuff like that. And
oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, man, that was back in the day. And he was a part of SAFS crew. I was like, man, that's just so dope. Like how y'all move together and stuff like that. I'm like, man, I wanna be with a crew like that. You know what I'm saying? I used to follow y'all and shit.
Man,
like
that's
man,
what's up, dog.
Yeah, bro. And SAFS crew. Now, like, is SAFS, like, what does that mean? Is that like an abbreviation for something?
Yeah, it started off as when we was like 14, me and Sonny, it was just rapping and shit. My cousin Sonny, we was just chilling. It was like, bro, we aliens with this shit. We so cold. Wolfie was like space age fly shit. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. And it was cool for like a year. But then I just like, as we started progressing, like, niggas started meeting, like, so I met Wiz, I met a bunch of DJ Bonics and all them. I'm just like, damn, that shit kind of feel like a kid's group to me if I keep, representing space age fly shit. And I was like, it was weird. Like, I just felt like it was kind of like I'm gonna want to change it later. So, I don't know, I was just chilling one day in the basement and then it just came to me like, oh, okay, survival amongst free spirits. Like, we the free spirits and shit, and there's more free spirits out here. Like, and soon the world is gonna matter on the survival amongst us. Like, we are the free spirits, we're gonna be in control very soon. So it's like, this is like gonna be like, you know, it's more than rap too, you know what I mean? It's like a whole energy spectrum, like with the shit.
It's just an art, like y'all just represented art. Period. And like the fact that you said the name you said you came up with, like that, it could mean anything. Like how you said that, the first one and the second one, it's all dope. It can always have many meanings and stuff like that. And man, I just think it's dope. Like when I hear SAFS crew, and I just like, I get so many vibes from it. Like y'all was like ASAP before ASAP, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mixed with like a Tribe Called Quest, man. That whole vibe, bro. But you got it like, you still got your own swags to it too, though. So it was just like dope, bro. Like that was the beginning, like of a lot of shit, bro.
Man, that's true, bro.
I remember that, bro.
Man, I'm glad you do. Man, a lot of people don't know or they don't speak on it or whatever, but it's refreshing for sure that, you know what I mean?
Now, let me ask you something, like, back then, like, cause I said you was going crazy, like you and Saf, y'all clique was going crazy, and like I said, you and Pizzle was like the face of the city. Did you have any deals on the table back then? Yeah,
so I had the situation with, I won't say Atlantic, I had a situation with First and 15th. I had met Lupe's people. I met Lupe, but then I met Lupe's people, like, and we was talking for a couple years, and can't remember exactly what year it was, but I was going to Chicago and I have like 10-hour sessions and stuff like that, just recording, and it just, once they broke down how it was all gonna work out, like for instance, like I was in a management situation with First and 15th, and then they were trying to get the distribution through Atlantic because that's where Lou was at, but they don't know what Lou was about to do. They need a radio record, all this other stuff. So I was like, it was kind of too confusing for me at the moment, and I was just being real with myself. Like, Lupe is Lupe to me, but he's not like that to the world. Like at this time, like Drake is. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, if I don't want to go to this team and, you know what I'm saying? So I was just sitting there for a second like, okay, we still waiting on distribution. And it just all didn't, when she broke it all down to me, it kind of just didn't make sense to me. So I kind of like somewhat ghosted them a little bit. Like I stopped going because it just was like, I don't know where these songs gonna go. Like y'all want 150 songs. You know what I mean? Like that's cool, and that's cool if that's how it works. And I might have fucked up, might have had to learn that lesson right now. But it's just, with me, it just didn't fit right. Learning like, okay, I'm gonna do all this stuff. I gotta make myself like known, like blow myself up, but then come back and give you 2/3 of the pie. Like that.
I can imagine how that is, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you being like, you know, you going through all that, you gotta learn the business, because it ain't just about music, it's mainly business. And that would have been a dope experience, and dope to see that, like you on First and 15, you rocking out with Lupe and shit like that.
That was the dream, bro. I was like, it's happening. And then it's like, damn. That's how this shit worked.
Now, like after that, like was it any other deals, or was that just the one at the time? Or
that was just the one. That was the one, and I kind of like get like Fat Five Freddy hit me up a couple times. I was dealing with it wasn't like a deal situation, but I was working with my homegirl Ingrid. She's like best friends with Solange and Beyonce, and like like I'm chilling with her in Houston type shit with DJ Willie Shakes. Like we did records and shit together. But like I felt like I was gonna try to sneak in on some Beyonce label shit with her. But that I just kind of like fell back because I felt like that was some sycophantic behavior on some friend shit. I didn't want to abuse that. Like we still super cool, so I didn't want to be like. But like that was like I just have like moments of meeting people like and being in good spaces. I haven't besides the 1st and 15 situation. But yeah, I just been trying to figure out how. Cause I don't know. I just like been watching. Like how like Wayne got did and all these artists like after the fact like they get in this situation. I don't want to be in my career like damn I'm missing like Big Sean for instance like I'm missing 30 million. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because that could work. That could help me. Like it might some niggas rich and it probably like ain't shit to them, but like.
I dig it. I can understand that.
Yeah.
Now my next question, the DravoCypher. Am I saying it right?
I think
Dravo,
one of
DravoCypher.
yeah.
We know what it is. So what was like? That was a moment, bro. Like when I seen that, I'm like, damn, bro. Because I remember trying out for the cipher, and I'm like, they was having tryouts. I'm like, man, but like the end result was dope. Like, what was that time like, and what was that energy in the room, being in that like in that cipher with all them students?
That was a special day, I'm gonna say, bro, because like. I didn't know. I seen they was having them, but I ain't know how you got on it. I don't know nothing at this point. Like I'm just chilling, working on my whatever album I was working on. Jay Ace called me out of nowhere. I only see them at the studio. I don't really know him like that. So it's like he called me like, "Hey Blizz, Pizzle pulled out of the cipher, bro. You trying to do the cipher?" I'm like. I can't sound like a bitch.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
I can't be like, no, man, I'm not ready. This J.A.'s calling me and Pizzle dropped out. You're filling in for Pizzle. Like, this is, like, niggas always put you and Pizzle neck to neck. This would be perfect for you to go. So I'm like, let me just do it. Like, fuck it.
So I can imagine, not to cut you off, I can imagine, like, that nervousness. And
I'm like, bro, you talking about in, like, 4 hours? Right. So I'm like, shit, I only memorized one, like, little verse that I could use right now that niggas ain't finna hear on the album and shit. So I'm like, damn, I gotta extend the verse. So the whole 4 hours before that, I'm extending the verse. Like I don't know how long we rapping for. I gotta write like at least 32 bars or something.
Right.
So shit, I finished that shit and I just get to reciting and J.A.'s come pick me up and shit. We ride off to the cipher. We pull up. We on like something in center, 50 something in center, I think. So we get there at first, like a lot of motherfuckers, like it'd be funny as fuck. I don't know if it's because I'm light skinned or because I articulate. A lot of motherfuckers love to give me the disclaimer, hey, you know where we at, right? I'm just letting you know, like, yeah, dog.
Right.
Yeah, whatever. So we get to the motherfucking cipher. It's like, it's regular nigga shit. It's hood as a bitch in the barbershop. So we get in there. It's plenty niggas. But what was funny to me, dog, when this nigga Tay Gutta, when my nigga Tay Gutta came, bruh, this nigga literally parted the Red Sea, bro. I ain't gonna lie. The shortest nigga, R.I.P. rest his soul, that's my nigga,
rest in peace, Tay Gutta,
man. Parted the Red Sea, bro. When he came, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Everybody was rowdy, didn't give a fuck, bumping into me. When he came, bro, he was at the door. I seen that motherfucking room split, bro. He walked through that bitch. Bruh, and at that moment, I was just like so happy. I was the first nigga. The nigga came, what up? Cause I know the nigga from high school. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I shook his hand, I was like, damn, this is dope. You know what I'm saying? Now I can, I'm relaxed. I'm cool. I'm with this nigga looking at it. But no, it was cool as a bitch after that, and shit, I felt comfortable. I was just pissed off because like now I'm looking at how big this is. Like, damn, I did this East Side rap shit. River West with these niggas. They respect me over there. But like this real North Side shit, this like at the park playing with like fucking, if I was playing with fucking Bree, DG, Corey Lucius and them, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck. Now I'm like, and this nigga, really, these niggas who? So I'm sitting there like, damn, this some real North Side shit. I gotta show up. So like that's where I was like, I feel like I slipped up in that motherfucker. Like I was flowing, but then I was like, shit. Damn, I was thinking too much, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, fuck it, I got that shit done or whatever. But like, I was nervous, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers like, you look nervous in that motherfucker. I wasn't nervous of the niggas, I was nervous of how big this motherfucking shit was, you know what I'm saying? Like, Shit, I wasn't worried about nobody in that bitch.
It was just like, I don't think it's really the surrounding. I think it's really like, you know, like this finna go somewhere first. You can't fuck up. You don't want to fuck up.
What's his name? Bro, that was rapping. I'm feel fucked up. That was my nigga too. The nigga that put the shit together, light skin, bro.
I forgot his name.
Yeah, but he was fucking with Rico Love too and all that shit. So I'm sitting there like, damn. This shit probably going, you know what I'm saying? I'm up here looking nervous. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I can't control it. It's big. It's like, I don't know.
I definitely
big energy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit. And I'm like one of the younger niggas in there too. So it's like, it is what it is though. Shit.
You definitely held your own with that shit though, bro. Like, and, I gotta give you your props with that, man.
Man, I appreciate it, bro.
For sure. Now, since we was talking about Phoenix, what made you move to Phoenix and how has that been for you?
Man, to be honest, I just like, I always wanted to get closer to the West Coast.
Right.
I was supposed to have jumped like 2010. And some stuff had happened with my mom's. So I was like, I got scared. I didn't want to like be away from my mom. Like if something happened and shit. So I like flew back. I got flown out to San Francisco on some rap shit, like everything paid for, all that shit. And I like left and left that on the table and stuff. So that was like honestly my first like label situation. Like shout out to Pat Brown and Steve. Like they literally like Different Fur Records, like it was my first time ever experiencing like a real life record label situation, the studio and all that stuff. But I always wanted to move West Coast, man, and I feel like when I fucking came back, like I just started fucking up, bro. Not even fucking up, but just like learning my lessons that turned me into who I am. Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like I love the weather and all that stuff. So me and my BM had went out there for her birthday and stuff. We was kicking it. I ain't never been to Phoenix though. Like the reason why I thought about Phoenix is like I wanted to move to Cali, but like Cali a little bit. It's a lot of shit going on. Yeah. So I'm like, shit, that shit too hot for me. Like I'll stay in Milwaukee before I do that. So I'm like, but I do want to get West Coast. So, but I'm like, damn, I never thought about Phoenix. So I went to Phoenix, visit Phoenix with my BM one day, and I'm just like, dog, this motherfucker. Why don't nobody talk about Phoenix?
Right, it's motherfucking different.
It's different. I could smoke my herb. People cool. Like I gave a white lady one of these. She said, "What's wrong with you? Don't do that, sir. I'm not one of those. I'm not caring." Like I'm like, oh, I like your energy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, this dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I could, vibe. I could be myself more. You know what I'm saying? Really feel myself out here. The cold, I ain't got to get in the car around December, February. Fuck. Like, it ain't none of that shit.
Right.
But yeah, more opportunities, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie. If y'all niggas looking for a job, hey, I worked like 8 jobs since I've been out there, bro. Like, it'd be so easy to pick up a job. You fill out applications. I'd be hating a job the 3rd week. Like, damn, I can't quit it. Because, in Milwaukee, nigga ain't just going to quit no job because you don't know where you go.
Right.
But I'm sitting there like, damn, 3rd week, like, getting a call, 4 calls from these other jobs is way better. And it's shit, like, automatic. All you got to do is just come to this orientation. Like, I already got the job, that shit. Like, I don't know.
It's easier to pick up a job out there type shit.
Yeah, like, man, it's smooth. I ain't going to lie. And then just... it's bigger. It's just like I feel like it's less it's less violent.
Yeah. Now this next question I usually ask everybody this: who is your top 5?
All right. Let me say Blizz. I'm gonna say Hov, Lupe. That nigga Kendrick, and who I'm gonna squeeze in at number 5? Number 5 is like my top 5. Number 5 gotta be, bro. Damn, I listened to this nigga. I can't think of it right now. Number 5, fuck it. I'm gonna throw Yak in there, bro. Fuck it. I'm gonna throw Yak. Random number 5. Like I listen to Yak a lot, and I fuck with his shit. I feel like
Right now, with your top 5, man, like nobody should be ashamed of their top 5 at all, because your top 5 is your top 5.
Right.
As who influence you, who you listen to, who you can relate to, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, I'm glad you didn't get a typical, like, you know, Biggie, Jay-Z.
Yeah, because I don't even fucking, I ain't gonna lie, I don't listen to them like that. I listened to Pac hard as fuck when I was a kid. I listened to Biggie when I started trying to rap, and that's where I seen where Jay got his shit from. But they not my top.
Right. Okay, cool. Now, this final question, what could we expect from Blizz? Like, what's next?
Really, the actual like debut, like my actual emergence into like the rap industry, the actual impact I was supposed to have made. I ain't gonna even say it like that. The actual impact that I'm going to make, like it's gonna be nuts, bro. Like I feel like a lot of people are gonna connect the dots that I've met in the past or meet now, and this thing is gonna like actually like explode soon. And I feel like the next thing, bro, is me being a household name, like worldwide, like on some global shit, like international tours, all that shit. Like being able to bring some shit back here, like that's gonna be just something that changed the world, like changed Milwaukee, you know, make Milwaukee want to think bigger and shit. Like,
right.
So I feel like that's what's next for me. Like I don't want to even put no titles or labels on everything. I just feel like it's just an energy, bro. It's just like it's been held inside for so long, and now it's like finally, like my new album called Ultra, bro. I don't even know when it's dropping. It was supposed to drop in August, but it ain't even no bullshit that's keeping it from coming out. I feel like it's just like I was saying before, it's like an energy. It's like shit, it's done. It's just like it's gonna come out.
Yeah, man. Put that out there, man. Take care of the music. You gotta take care to put that music out there, man. We don't need to sit on no more music, man.
Right. No bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? It's about that time, man. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's time for the people to hear Blizz again. You know what I'm saying? Good to see you back. Good to see you. I mean, you ain't written nowhere, but it's just good to see you still here.
That.
Relevant and all that, like you adjusting with the times and stuff like that, man. You, congratulations on your move. You got a family now.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? It's just dope to see, man, to live to see this long. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't make it to our age and stuff like that. And it's good to see you still here doing music and rocking strong, bro. And I appreciate you for coming on the show. And I wish the best of luck to you and success for your journey, bro. You got it, bro, and keep doing it, and you know, keep staying out the way and doing what you do, bro. And I can see you going somewhere, bro, and I can see you, you know what I'm saying, really making that impact out there just like you made the impact here.
Man, most definitely.
So,
man, I appreciate that, bro, man.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
Y'all know that it is Rap Draft.
Man, yeah. Shout out Rap Draft, man. It's a rap.